What's up everyone, my name is Rishi. I make videos about running, cycling and some product videos related to running, cycling and the sports. So consider subscribing to my channel for more videos coming in soon. And today I'm gonna talk about 7 mistakes that I made during my running journey. So let's begin with the mistakes. Number 1 that I have made it is buying a running gear which is not suitable to my running style. For example, buying a wrong type of shoes, the shoes that doesn't really fit well, either maybe it's too big or sometimes it's too tight. When I run, then I would have a lot of bruises on my legs, and that goes same for the attires, like maybe a singlet, or if I'm running on a t-shirt, then I have purchased the wrong type of a t-shirt. Sometimes even for running, like when to buy those cotton t-shirts where after you sweat then it will be more heavy and you will have a chafing and all. So running gear is one of those mistakes that I have made when I purchased all those gears. And even like, let's talk about the socks even, because if you buy a wrong type of a socks, then you would end up in a problem if you are doing a long distance run after you sweat. So yes, those are the things that I made a mistake. So let's move on to the next one. Running too fast. That is one of the biggest problem I had it. Let's say when I start running, then I run too fast until I run out of my energy and end up running slower at the end of the run, or maybe even walk. That was the biggest problem. So I had to really work on to that one to make sure that I don't run too fast at the earlier part of the run, and then manage my pace and slowly gradually increase my pace, perhaps maybe just constantly run on the same pace and start to run slower better than running too fast and later on end up walking. So next one is the no cross training. When I started this running, and then I used to just focus on running, just run only, and then didn't really focus on other cross training, like maybe do swimming, cycling, or even strength training. All that kind of workouts I always try to skip. Just focus on running every Saturday long distance run, or Sunday long distance run, and weekdays maybe Tuesday one tempo run, and then Thursdays used to be a track session or the interval sessions. So those kind of running I used to do, but never thought of how important or how beneficial if I would to do cross trainings, maybe strength training sometime, maybe once or twice a week, perhaps hit the gym and then lift the weight. That would have been better, but that was one of the mistakes that I made it. And now I do weight training or other type of a cross training, or even a cycling very often together with my running on a weekly basis. Alright, next one is another very important thing that I really overlooked on this one is nutrition and hydration. First, let me touch on the nutrition. Before I even touch on that one, let me share with you a bit of a disclaimer. In terms of nutrition as well, I just did my own studies and then learn about it. So I'm not really a certified nutritionist or anything. So just share what I thought is good, and it helped me. Probably it might help others as well. So when it comes to the nutrition, I always thought, okay, I'm running tomorrow, so I can eat anything. So I didn't really thought of how it would impact my run next day, and or even on a long run, or what is my goal or the optimal outcome that I was looking for. Because of the nutrition, it always goes back to the square again. I run, I burn, then I eat again, and then I burn. So there was no any improvement I saw in my body. So what I did is I changed my diet, find out what is suitable, try to avoid all unhealthy foods, like maybe excessive sugar, processed food, too much of a salty food, and even fatty foods. I try to avoid processed food, especially is no for me. That's what I learned, because previously I used to be like maybe after come back from office, and then fry a sausage and then drink beer. That used to be my diet before. So I had to avoid all that one to make sure that I focus fully on the good diet and better nutrition. And the next one to touch on is the hydration. This is one of the most important, I would say, for the runners, because hydration is, of course, if you are on a sports, hydration is very important, especially for the runners, because we run and then we burn out, we sweat a lot, and because of the cardio workout and all, hydration is very important. And not to forget, we should be not just looking into drinking water during the run, and then maybe after that don't drink water, don't hydrate ourselves enough. That was the biggest problem for me as well. On a normal days, if I'm not running, I don't drink, or maybe drink very less. And then when it comes to the race day or the running day, then I used to like drink a lot sometime, and sometimes I don't even drink during the run as well. So that really impact on my health as well, because I was not recovering fast because of not enough fluid in the body, or even during the run, if I have been drinking too much, that was the problem as well. What I have understand, or what I have learned, is hydrating before the run and hydrating during the run and hydrating after the run is equally important. Before the run, make sure that you are hydrating enough on a daily basis is very important. That's what I understand, and it's very important to make sure that we do not stay dehydrated, and also during the run, or hydrate enough so that we can run without any injuries or any problems. Drinking too much of water would be end up like me in 2017 when I was doing a long distance ultra marathon. I think it was 50 kilometer. After I run, because I was not hydrating enough, I fainted after the run. Right after the run finished, I sat down and then I fainted. And there was another incident happened. I drank too much, and because it was just water, no electrolyte, nothing, no sodium, the body ran out of the sodium, I guess. Then at the National Stadium, one of the toilet inside, I fainted, I passed out. I'm not sure, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes I passed out there. So these are the common things that could happen, which happened to me as well. So I learned from it is that to hydrate before, hydrate during the run, and hydrate after the run is very much important. So next one is the not really caring about the pain. We always say no pain, no gain. However, that's not the case, because our body tells us through all these pains that you should stop or take rest, need to go on a recovery mode. So that used to be the case for me as well, because when there was a little bit of a body ache or ache on my legs and all those pain, I used to really ignore it, and ended up having injuries which I had to lay off myself for maybe 2 to 3 weeks because of all those injuries that I didn't really care. So for example, there was once I had a shin splint. When I discovered a little bit of a pain, I just avoid it, and then I keep on continue running. Ended up I had to stop running for almost about 5 weeks because of the severe pain. So then another time was an IT band as well. So I was running, then don't care about it, no massages, no nothing, and keep on running. Eventually it became so bad that I couldn't really run and had to stop for 2 weeks. And also plantar fasciitis, I had it as well, which I still recovering, but also taking care of myself as well. So if there is a pain in the body, or if there is some pain coming in, I think it's very important for us to look after all those. So that's the mistake that I have made it. Next one is training and planning. Okay, when I started running, there was no plan. I just wear shoes, wear my t-shirt, go out, just run whatever I could, and then come back. There was no proper planning, there was no any training that I adopted, or there was nothing at all. So ended up is like inconsistency. I feel like running, I just go for a run. I don't feel like going for a run, I just don't go for a run. So I guess it is very important for us to ensure that we have a proper planning and then maybe adopt some training plan. I guess there are many training plans available online. That time when I decided, okay, I need to make sure that I should be in a plan, I used to use a Nike Run, which used to have some kind of a plan within the app, so I used to follow that. So yes, training and planning is something that we should not be overlooked into it. So the next one and the final one is the most important thing that I guess is which is discipline. If we are not disciplined, then suddenly we cannot run maybe once a week, twice a week, and if we are not disciplined, then probably running is not for everybody. So for me, there was a problem of discipline in when I started running. Like maybe wake up in the morning, go for a run, and then after that don't care about, like, it comes together with all these points that I said as well. Let's say go for a run, come back, eat whatever I like to, and then don't really take care of the nutrition, and then not disciplined enough to say no when friends ask me for a night out, or I used to always participate and was not able to say no when all this kind of event happens. So discipline is something that I really struggled a lot for quite longer period of a time, and then I had to really work on to make sure that what is the priority, how much of a time that I should be allocating for my running activities and all, and also not forgetting our social life, our family is very important. So all these factors need to make sure that you are disciplined enough to make sure that you have a proper planning and all these things. So I started like okay, how many days in a week I want to run and what would be my planning. I started making a plan, like, okay, I would be running Tuesday evenings, Thursday evenings, and then Sunday morning. Then after that, on Monday morning I would do a bit of a stretches, not much of a workout. Wednesday morning, then I do a little bit of strength training, and then Saturday sometime cross training, maybe cycling or swimming. So I made a plan, and then always make sure that I stick on to the plan. Alright, so those are the few mistakes that I made it, and that's not all the mistakes that I made it. There are many more as well. I'm still learning. Okay, I hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing to my channel. Give a thumbs up if you really liked the video, and I will be making more of such videos, so your subscription would really help me a lot. And till the next video, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, stay healthy, stay happy. Peace.